Brock in a hard play segment tonight. The president is campaigning on YouTube this time around and recently said this.
This month, we're announcing the 2012 launch of African Americans for Obama. This campaign is powered by folks at every level, taking ownership where it matters most. Around the kitchen table, in barbershops and beauty salons, in your faith community, at work, or at school. And of course, in the voting booth this election day.
Now, the controversial words are in your faith community, because clerics are not supposed to endorse politicians or allow campaigning in their precincts. But it seems the president may be challenging that. Here's a quote from a campaign website. Congregation captains will take the lead on educating others about the importance of participating in this campaign and how to get involved, unquote. Wow. Congregation, of course, is religious connotation. With this now, Fox News analyst Alan Combs and Monica Crowley. What say you, Monica?
Well, I can't be 100% sure that they're violating the law yet, but they're certainly edging right up to the edge of this.
Well, here's the law. Let me read the law, okay? This is the law. IRS Code 501C. Churches and religious organizations are prohibited from directly or indirectly participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf of any candidate for elected public office. So President Obama is asking them to do that, all right? But if they do it, they're in violation. Well,
that's right. And that IRS code points to tax-exempt organizations like churches and other religious institutions. So I don't think they've quite passed the line yet, but they're getting there. And here's where the line is crossed. If the Obama campaign decides to go into these churches with money, with volunteers, these congregation captains, if they start giving them campaign literature and involving themselves directly into these parishes, into these churches, then that's a clear violation.
All right, so you say they're straddling the line.
I think they're getting very close to it.
Combs?
I wish you wouldn't do this. I like, organize anywhere you want. I want churches out of politics and politics out of
religion. So you are objecting to what the Obama campaign is doing.
I wish he hadn't gone there. That being said, the violation in the code that you put up really has to do with the church doing it. This is the candidate doing it, and parishioners. He's going to parishioners.
But as I explained to Monica, and I'll re-explain it to you, he seems to be encouraging clerics and congregation people to do it, because he mentions the word congregation.
Yeah, congregation people, yes. When you have clerics doing it, then they're speaking on behalf of the church, and that's where you have a problem.
But a congregation is part of a church.
Well, but the congregants themselves can do whatever they want.
That's true, but when you put them under the banner of congregation, then you're speaking right into the religious precinct.
And that's where I'm uncomfortable about it.
However, so you are uncomfortable.
But
have you called the White House and told them?
Contrary to what you think, Mr. O'Reilly, I don't actually speak with them on a daily basis.
No? They don't like you anymore? Because from time to time, and correct me if I'm wrong, they call guys like you and the MSNBC guys.
I'm not on that list.
No, you don't go there?
No, I don't talk to the White House.
Really? Interesting.
I'd love to take the call, but they don't call.
They don't invite you in.
And I definitely don't get the call from the Obama White House. Here's the difference.
Wait. I have another question.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
I defer.
What if Rick Santorum said on YouTube, we are starting this month a campaign for white people to vote for me, and we are going to use the congregation to try to rally it.
Can you imagine?
Right? So, no. I'm not being. I don't think I'm being unfair, because Barack Obama obviously said African Americans. Right? So Santorum says white people, and we're going to use congregations to try. What do you think would happen?
All hell would break loose. He'd be called a racist. He'd be called a bigot. He'd be drummed probably out of the Republican primary. He'd probably get 0 or 2% of the vote today in Michigan and Arizona.
So what's the difference?
The difference, there actually isn't a difference, but Obama's getting away with it. He got away with it last time.
But there's got to be a difference.
Well, I'll tell you, let me try to explain it. Obama got about 95% of the black vote last time.
Yep.
There is some difficulty with the base, and that includes African Americans going into this, and this is why he's doing it.
Stay on. Well, think about it for a minute. What's the difference?
2 answers. Number one, so political scientists will tell you, if you're already the empowered group, that's different than being the disempowered group. There's a National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, but not the National Association for the Advancement of White People. The white people are already advanced. If you're the underdog, if you're the minority, it's different than being the majority group.
So you have more leeway then to appeal to a minority group to help you than the majority.
Well, one other point. When Santorum
is that written down anywhere, or is that just...
That's pretty much accepted. The idea that the church...
So even though it's a double standard,
when Santorum says, here's a double standard, when Santorum says the idea that the church could have no influence or no involvement, and I'm quoting, in the operation of government, was opposed to the objective and visions of our country. He's exactly wrong about that. What church does he want to be involved? And involved in what way?
I think what he's saying there is that churches have a right to basically say, this is what's good for us.
He said in the operation of government. Those are his words that he used over the weekend on Sunday.
Do you think it's
church
wrong?
Involved in the operation
do you
of
think
government?
it's wrong for the Catholic Church and other Christian sects, and even some Orthodox Jewish sects, to campaign against abortion? Do you feel that's wrong?
Well, that's their belief. They can
they campaign against
Certainly they can.
They can.
Absolutely.
That's what Santorum
No,
is
but
saying.
he is saying the operation of government, using churches
that's
in the
what he's
operation of government. That's the key phrase there. I'd like that explained.
What you just said is okay, is what he's saying. Now,
I disagree.
Combs actually defined it correctly in as far as politically correct acceptability in this country. If you're a minority group, you can rally around anybody, but if you're a white guy, you can't. And it's basically true.
And it's a huge double standard and a huge hypocrisy, but this is the way it is. And unless we call them out on it, they're going to continue to get away with it.
All right. So there you go. Good segment. We appreciate you guys coming on in.
Thanks, Bill.
Plenty